As war continues to rage in Ukraine, a Bixby man is headed to Ukraine with only a cross on his back. Keith Wheeler is known for carrying the cross all over the world, visiting nearly 200 nations and walking more than 27,000 miles. 2 News Oklahoma senior reporter Sharon Phillips sat down with Keith to talk about his upcoming journey and the message he's taking to the people of Ukraine.
As Western leaders gear up to reveal the latest round of sanctions against Russia in an attempt to end the war in Ukraine, one man is preparing to enter the country with only a cross as his armor.
I'm flying to Poland, to Warsaw, driving down to Chem, which is the border, which is 15 kilometers from Lviv. If I can't get in at Chem, there are 4 other possible border crossings. I'm going to do everything I can to get in.
In the 1980s, Keith Wheeler felt God calling him to carry a cross, not as a symbol of protest, but one of reconciliation.
By the grace and the mercy of God, I've had the privilege to say yes to an invitation that Jesus gave me back in 1984. And I've been carrying this large wooden cross on my shoulder around the world.
Not only has his life been changed by this process, so has his body.
Literally, my collarbone has been shaped and changed from all the years of the weight of the wood on my shoulder.
The cross he carries is heavy enough to remember, but light enough not to be a burden when he travels.
The cross breaks into 3 different sections, and I tie it up with bungee cords, and I put it in a large snow ski bag, and it goes as my luggage.
Keith has literally been all over the world, and inside his home, in a very special prayer room, hangs this map. You can see all of the different countries that he's visited. Keith says with God's help, he's been to more than 40 nations at war or areas of conflict.
There is no way naturally that I can get into Ukraine at this point. But there's been no way in the past that I could get into the war zones before.
During his pilgrimage, he has faced many challenges, including arrest, jail time, held at gunpoint, and nearly eaten by a lion in Africa. But through it all, he says his goal is to be a pilgrim of peace and a messenger of love.
I've been in places where people have no idea what this is. And then to be able to explain who Jesus is, why he came, what he did, and how we can know him.
He says he feels a strong calling to go to Ukraine because light shines best in darkness.
And the message of the cross is one of peace. It's one of life. It's one of hope.
Sharon Phillips, 2 News Oklahoma.